Hey, what's up mga kapoldo? So ngayon, hindi muna tayo gagala. Manonood tayo ng Nuke's Top 5 Ghost on Camera videos. So ito daw yung mga real life footage na nakukuhanan, no? So I'm so excited to watch this kind of videos. And sana kayo din, no? Samahan nyo ako. Manood tayo. Relax muna tayo. Nood lang muna tayo, okay? Let's go! Okay. Let's do this!
Top 5 Ghosts Caught on Camera. Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. I've featured the YouTube channel Ghosts of Carmel, Maine many times on Nuke's Top 5, so I won't go through a full recap. But put simply, Kent Burris says that he lives in a very haunted house and has recorded many strange supernatural encounters in his home.
The hardest things to deal with while living in this house, and one of the most frightening encounters are in fact apparitions.
Son of a... Oh my...
I'm gonna do something.
Oh my...
Totoo ba to? Ayan o. Okay, let's go.
One night, while sleeping, there was a loud bang in the bedroom that woke me up. I started hearing faint voices, so I picked up my cell phone camera and started recording.
One night, Kent hears voices coming from downstairs and records as he heads down to investigate. He is not prepared for what he finds waiting in the dark first floor TV room.
Son of a... What the hell are you? Honey?
As Kent walks into the pitch black room, the TV has somehow turned itself on. Now this might explain the voices, but as he pans his camera around the room, a dark shape suddenly appears right in front of the television.
What the hell? Talagang ano, no? Kumbaga harap-harapan eh, no? Kung ako yan, no way. Alis na ako sa bayan na yan. Ano baliw?
Screen. The shadow figure seems to collapse into itself as it disappears right in front of his eyes.
Bilis, no?
What the hell are you?
Oh?
I did not go back to sleep that night.
So did Kent capture yet another shadow apparition in his haunted house? You decide. You can watch this full documentary over on the YouTube channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. Checking out early. Iraqi fitness trainer Mustafa from the YouTube channel Mustafa Altai says that he heard a strange story about a family who had fled their home in Iraq many years ago because a sinister jinn began haunting their home. The house has been left abandoned for over 60 years, as the family says they couldn't find anyone willing to rent or buy the cursed property. Mustafa goes to investigate the house with his friend Salar to see if the spooky stories are true, and it did not go well. As the two explorers are about to enter the house, they have no idea that something seems to be watching them.
حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل.
Now it's certainly a bit hard to see, but when the video is slowed down and enhanced, a very strange figure can be seen standing at the window. Now it's unclear exactly what this bizarre shape could be, but when Mustafa's camera pans back, the dark figure has disappeared. After the two explorers enter the house, things only get weirder. The two friends hear strange sounds coming from the staircase. They go to investigate, and this happens.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. ما في طبق ثاني دائما خاف منه. دائما يا اخي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. اقرا ايات. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله.
What the hell?
بسم الله الرحمن
Ano yun?
الرحيم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه
Balde?
شيء. بسم الله. لا تعال بس تعال تعال.
Ayun.
بس تعال تعال
Tinakbuhan siya nung kasama.
بس احرص على فوق سلام سلام بس تعال بتاعت امك
Wala na, umalis na.
حلفتك سلام حلفتك بتاعت امك تعال
Gusto ba takot ako, parang natawa ako
An
doon na
empty paint
tinakbuhan
bucket
siya.
is thrown from somewhere above them, barely missing the two explorers.
Grabe ah.
Mustafa runs upstairs to see where it came from, but his friend Salar heads for the exit. Eventually, Mustafa convinces Salar to come back, but after hearing more scary, unexplained sounds, they both decide to leave. Mustafa uploads his video to YouTube, and many of his viewers want to see more. In the video comments, his fans dare him to go back and actually spend the night in the haunted house. So, Mustafa agrees. He returns to the house, determined to stay the night. This
Tapang ni
time,
Kuya.
all alone.
Wow,
Mustafa
wow.
sets up a few static cameras in one of the rooms and attempts to settle in for the night. But before
Grabe ang tapang ng mga to, no guys. Imaginein mo, no, nakaramdam ka na doon ng something. Hindi lang ramdam ha, parang may tumalsik na object, yung balde, papunta sa inyo na wala naman tao. And then dahil lang sa, for the sake of YouTube, no, yun nga, medyo masaklap sa mga YouTuber, no, lalo na sa mga ganitong klaseng, ganitong klaseng content, no, talagang buwis-buhay. Imagine mo, babalik ka, ikaw pa mag-stay ka pa overnight doon, knowing na meron something doon sa bahay na yon. If ako yan, no way, man.
long, Mustafa's night takes a terrifying turn.
Diba ang tapang? Ano yun?
اكو صوت بس ما نقدر نحكم على اي صوت نسمعه او اي حركه في الغالب موجوده ممكن يكون هواء ممكن يكون ريح الله
Meron eh, may something eh.
صوت شيء اكو صوت قبل شيء صوت شيء
Bismillah. Bismillah.
حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل بسم الله
The fuck?
بسم الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Strange moans and loud bangs keep Mustafa on the edge and unable to rest. But little does he know, things are about to get even creepier.
بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله الرحمن
Grabe gumagalaw yung bato doon sa may taas ng ano, guys. Yun. Jesus ko po. Yung isang yun guys, delikado na yun ha. Kung ito ay prank or something, yung laki ng batong yun, pag tumama yun dun sa kanya, may kalalagyan to si kuya eh. Diba? Kakatakot. Ewan ko tatapong ng mga to, no? Ba't gusto nilang gawin yung mga ganyan? Anyway.
A heavy piece of stone sitting on top of the fireplace seems to move on its own. Then, as if propelled by an invisible force,
You know.
it violently crashes to the ground, nearly landing on Mustafa's head.
Ako na papailag eh.
Understandably, Mustafa is now freaked out. He's only been inside the house a little over an hour,
Well, see?
but
Parang
he decides
inadang ka
to
lang
put
sa
an
ulo
early
niya eh.
end to his overnight investigation. But now here's where things get really creepy. Because the most terrifying part of Mustafa's stay inside the house
Wow.
isn't even what he saw or heard with
Hindi
his
pa
own
yun?
eyes and ears. You see, his static cameras caught video of something strange that he wasn't even aware of. Something downright chilling.
صار كنت ابغى ايام التليفون صاير téléphone.
Did you see it? As Mustafa is repositioning his static camera, a dark figure appears behind him on the staircase. It slowly moves down the stairs without making a sound, and then disappears out of sight. But this isn't the only time Mustafa captured this creepy figure during his nighttime stay.
Galing nung nakukuha na talaga nila, no? What?
الجن كرام ضعيف.
Oh. Ano yun?
Again, a dark, very bizarre figure quickly appears behind Mustafa, not once, but twice. Could it be that he captured the jinn that haunts the home on
Itim lang
camera?
siya, no?
Whatever it is, it seems to change shape, size, and even transparency. So just what is this? Let me know what you think. You can check out Mustafa's full 2-part video investigation of the house over on his YouTube channel, Mustafa Altai. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Haunted Ancient Ram Inn. With a past as dark as the Ancient Ram Inn, it's not surprising that it is said to be the most haunted building in all of England. The mysterious inn was built way back in the year 1145 on top of a pagan burial ground, and it served as the home to slaves, masons, and workers. In the 1500s, a woman hid out in the building before she was captured and burned as a witch. Years later, the innkeeper's daughter is said to have hung herself in the attic. And as if all that wasn't creepy enough, the decaying remains of sacrificed children were found buried under the inn's floor. The Ancient Ram Inn is said to be so violently haunted that when the building was sold to John Humphreys in 1968, his wife and daughters absolutely refused to live there. They moved out, leaving John Humphreys all alone to live in the house. So, British paranormal investigators Sean Kenna, Sean Owen, and Carl Hassel from the YouTube channel Dark Territory traveled to the haunted inn to investigate the multiple claims of paranormal activity. During their investigation, they hear bizarre, unexplained sounds, and Sean feels something touching his leg.
Already, as soon as we were about to begin filming the investigation, something draws our attention upstairs.
Sounded like you rolled a barrel, or did you work at the inn?
Dude, upstairs.
Go. Yeah, I just heard what sounded like movement up here. Is this where you are?
Tapang ng mga to, no? Grabe.
Are you the witch? They call this room the witch's room, so we only assume that you, the witch, you're felt in here.
Did anyone hear the voice a second ago before you said you're felt in here?
No. Witch, you're felt in here. Witch, you're felt in here.
I don't know if it's a voice or it was like a cat.
Yeah.
No warnings whatsoever.
Did you used to sleep in this bed, witch?
Tapang nyo, ha?
This is the
Fell something on my leg, man. Someone was on
Jesus Christ, bro.
touched my leg.
Tap, kala ko matap.
Later, as Sean Kenna and Sean Owen are exploring on the second floor, things get even stranger.
What little room are you hiding in? Come on, show yourself. I'm sure you're not afraid of me and Owen.
Wow. What the hell?
A door to the attic opens on its own and the team can't find any explanation for the strange occurrence. There was no draft, and the team had been walking back and forth past the door many times without it making any movement whatsoever. Now, since it has always been said that dark spirits and entities supposedly, quote,
Grabe,
feed off
nakukuha
fear,
sa camera,
the
no?
team decides to do an experiment to see if the emotion of fear will trigger even more paranormal activity.
Yun
So they
tayo,
tie up and blindfold team member Carl and put him in one of the beds in the bishop's room.
No way,
This room
dude.
is said to be the most supernaturally
No
active.
way.
At first, nothing really happens, and as time passes, Carl seems to grow more and more impatient. But then, things take a terrifying turn.
Someone's touched my leg. Someone's touching my leg, bro.
Something's happening.
You around me now? You make a sound.
Oh, wow, wow.
What the was that, bro?
What, man?
Something's just fallen off here.
Who's that?
Oh, yun. Sige, tapang nyo, ha?
What the
Something's wrong with Carl. He's obviously
Holy shit, man.
We need to go.
You get me the car right now, Joe.
Oh, ngayon, nagmamadali ka ngayon, no?
Bro, I just seriously, someone just whacked me, no joke. I heard something being thrown or something, and I was like, come on, and then someone just whacked me, no joke, as if someone just punched me in the chest. Me.
Carl begins to freak out as he feels something touching his leg. A candle then falls onto the floor, but scariest of all, something unseen slaps Carl on the chest. The violent smack is actually loud enough that the audio can be heard on camera.
Yun, no, lakas, oh. Boom.
And with that, Carl is done. In abject terror, he frantically struggles his way out of the rope binding his legs and wrists. So did the paranormal investigators capture proof of the sinister ghosts that haunt the ancient Ram Inn? Let me know what you think. You can watch this full video and many more investigations of haunted English locations over on the YouTube channel, Dark Territory.
Alright, so guys, that's it. That's Nuke Stuff 5. I'm kinda hoping na nagustuhan nyo. My take on the videos na nakita ko is sobrang bare ng mga videos, like looks like hindi talaga siya inedit, no? So we all know na sa Philippines naniniwala din tayo sa mga ganito, sa mga ghosts, sa mga spirits and entities, no? Hindi naman malayo eh. So ito yung mga videos na talagang will somehow justify na meron talagang mga ganitong klaseng elemento living with us dito sa mundo, no? But anyway guys, I'll see you again next week and thank you for watching with me today. Ako si Poldo. Ciao. Bye-bye.